Here we are again to discuss today, but one topic I want to go ahead and bring to you first is Kiko Alonso. He just had a very good press conference. He left us with a few gems for us Dolphin Nation to be excited about. Some things he even brought to my attention to help me get a good look at what our linebacking core is actually going to look like. I've been very critical about the Miami Dolphins linebacker core because we've been in the negative when it comes to linebackers for quite some time now. But the great thing is, I'm actually optimistic about our linebacking core now. We all know who Kiko Alonso is and what he's capable of. He's going to be playing on the left side of the linebacking core. He's one of those attack first players. He's always around the ball. He rushes. He is not afraid of contact, and I just love everything about him. He usually leads the team in tackles. Is truly a gem for the Miami Dolphins. But now I want to talk about the other two linebacker positions. Okay, we have the middle linebacker and the Mike, which is the right outside linebacker. Starting at the middle linebacker, we have to talk about Raekwon McMillan. Now, Raekwon McMillan, if you all don't know who that is, the Miami Dolphins actually drafted him second round last year in the draft. He's a speed guy, has a good head on his shoulders. We were very excited. He automatically came into training camp and earned the starting position. He was awarded the starting position for the middle linebacker position. The only issue is he actually tore his ACL last season. So he never actually got to see some real game time for the Miami Dolphins at middle linebacker. So I'm kind of optimistic about it because we had a top tier player that tore his ACL. Now, it is a little scary as well when we say a player tore his ACL. I did watch some footage on him and some video. He does look good after his rehab, after his healed ACL. Saw him actually flexing, moving real fast, real quick. He brings a lot of speed to the linebacking core. If he can put that ACL injury behind him and his body reacts as if it never happens, then I'm very excited at what we have at the middle linebacker position. Beyond that, and I remember he was a second round pick, so that might be a really good gem for the Miami Dolphins going forward. But it's yet to be seen. But I'm gonna actually veer into the side of being optimistic about it instead of the latter. Because Dolphins has a good track record of getting previously injured players, and those players actually revive their careers with the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, they end up taking off after that for another team for a lot more money. But I think that since we drafted him and we still have him under contract for a few years, it's a good opportunity for him to come back strong and make the most of it. Then we have Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker was the draft pick this year that we selected in the third round. I believe it was the third round we selected Jerome Baker. That's still a pretty good pick. Being in the third round is up. It's on the higher side of the draft board, so that's a good thing as well. Now, one thing with Jerome Baker, we had Lawrence Timmons last year. We do lose size, okay? Jerome Baker came out of Ohio State. We do lose size in having him with the Miami Dolphins, but one thing we do gain is speed. I believe he runs about a 4.5 in the 40, which is in the 89th percentile. The 89th percentile for the draft class. So that is a huge win. If you're 89th percentile of the draft class for linebackers, we have one of the fastest linebackers coming out of the draft. That's just period, okay? But I like the shift from power to speed because the reality is we just keep getting beat. We just keep getting beat. Tight ends getting over the top, receivers getting behind our linebackers. The backs coming out of the backfield or the receivers on the quick slants. Our linebackers just never get there quick enough on time. They're always beat. So I like the direction that the Miami Dolphins are heading, going with speed and sacrificing a little bit of strength and power. Because the reality is we just need to get to the point of tackle, and then we'll worry about the tackle, which they're still great tacklers. They can make the tackle. Just going up against, bigger guys on that offensive line is going to be a concern. But if they get to that hole early, I don't see why that's going to be an issue. And that's what the Dolphins are gambling on, going after speed now instead of power. So I like the way that things are turning out. But that's two great high flyers on our defense at the linebacking core, and not to mention Minkah Fitzpatrick, our rookie safety, first round pick. So if he shows up, that can be a huge upgrade for our defense. So Dolphin Nation, I'll say this again. Imagine Minkah Fitzpatrick showing up, being the first round pick that we expect him to be, a leader on the defensive end flying around, and you have two, what I like to call rookie linebackers, even though one is in his second year. I still say rookie because he never played an NFL snap. So second year rookie. So having those two guys show up and live up to that second round expectation, or even better, who knows, if that happens, we might can look at a lot of promise within our defense this year. And I do believe, I know it's an old cliche, but I do believe defense does win championships. So I'm excited. Kiko Alonso spoke about these guys. He talked about how, they're hard workers. They've been flying around, and he's excited about playing with them. I love that. Kiko Alonso is definitely going to lead the way with these guys and hopefully get them up to speed as quick as possible to be ready to fit in for the Miami Dolphins in day one. And honestly, based off of our depth chart, I expect that to be our lineup going into the season. Those three gentlemen in their respective positions playing at the linebacking positions for the Miami Dolphins. So I'm excited about it. I'm gonna veer on the side of optimistic. That's where my excitement comes from. It is yet to be seen, but hey, I'm a real Dolphins fan. Almost everything they do, I'll be optimistic about. But I just really feel like this is the year, and I know I've said that before. But if you're a true Dolphin fan, then it should be in your soul that this is the year where the Miami Dolphins make that journey towards the Super Bowl. And I will be there every step of the way with you guys. So if you like the videos, subscribe so we can take this journey together on the road to the Super Bowl. Don't make sure you comment. Make sure you let your friends and family members know. Like I say in all my videos, I love sports. I love talking sports, and I love my Miami Dolphins. So go Fin Nation. Peace.